welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. It's good to be back, man. I'm excited. This is episode what? Two?
Two with both of us.
Yeah.
Both here.
Super excited about this one. I'm amped up. I'm excited. I appreciate all the love you guys have been giving us. On top of that, too, like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification bell.
Yeah.
Ding, ding. And that's it, bro.
You know what I mean? So we're glad to be back. Like I said, we're gonna keep coming with content every week, right? We're gonna try to talk. We're talking for the people. You know, we're from the people. I don't know. Something popped up on the screen. I was just making sure it wasn't like, like a kid or something. You know what I mean?
They don't know.
Kids, so we gotta make sure. Anyway, so we're gonna keep giving content every week. You know what I mean? Make sure that we come with different things. We're just speaking for the people. We try to speak from our hearts. Louis definitely, for sure. Like he's not gonna.
There's no holding back.
There's no censorship in his talk.
We're going
So we're gonna try to do that and keep you entertained. We're not comedians, so we're not writing down a script. We're kind of talking off the hip. So
just kind of let it fly.
We're here. We're gonna talk about what's going on in the world. So we're gonna start off. We're gonna start off at.
What was the first one? It was
the nursing home attack.
Yeah, dude. So I'm disgusted by this piece of shit.
If you haven't seen the nursing home attack and you have a weak heart, don't watch it because.
I literally, I was watching it and I was like, because he hesitates before he does it, and then he starts.
He keeps going.
He hits the. Oh yes, that's the word.
That's what bothers me the most. Like it bothers me. The whole thing bothers me.
Yeah.
But that is like, I don't know, man. It's something that I don't know. Even growing up in the hood, growing up in areas, like there was certain like rules to stuff. Like there was like elderly kids were off limits.
Yeah.
As far as from how I grew up.
Yeah, no way.
Right?
Yeah,
like,
off limits.
Like you don't touch them, you don't do anything to them.
No,
right? I don't care what happens. They could curse, they could whatever, call the police on you, whatever. Like we didn't. There was off limits.
Yeah.
And for somebody somebody in that situation, or somebody who's vulnerable, they can't do anything back.
Right.
It's so cowardly. It's so like pisses me off.
Yeah.
And I don't really get angry, but like that
Enrages
pisses me off.
Yeah, enrages.
Right? Like if I seen that, like, and this is why I want to give a shout out. I want to let everybody know, like my name, like you say, Moses Watts. My mom will never be in a nursing home, right? But if she ever is, I just want you to know that if somebody touches her, it might be you. That's not gonna be you. It might be you, your family, your other generation. I might go all generations.
Yeah,
I might take all your generations.
Just to get
I'm just telling you. So that's crazy to me. Like
I got so frustrated. I yelled at the phone. Didn't even want to show my wife.
I couldn't watch the end of it.
Yeah.
And usually I can watch any video.
Bro, it's just disgusting. And like you said, you gotta think about this. Let's say that guy has Alzheimer's, right? So you can't even remember what happened to him, right? And then,
But then they had the video.
yeah,
I don't know who recorded the video.
Not me either.
And then I thought he was a worker at first.
Yeah.
Then he turned out not to be a worker, and it turned out that they had. Listen, I'm not saying this is all factual, but this is what I heard, that they have a rehab/nursing home, which automatically doesn't make sense.
Yeah. Already a weird combination.
Everybody that's a rehab. Some people get out of jail, go to rehab.
Yeah.
Some people are
They're just really under recovery, of mental issues.
So they shouldn't be in with nursing home with people that are helpless. I don't understand how they allowed that as a.
And this was his second video. He made another one too.
Yeah, oh, he did it again. See, it's crazy. Like he should be in jail. I don't even want him to go to jail. I don't care if he makes it to jail. And we're not really. I want life. I don't want death.
No.
But like it's like some things is like, how do you recover from that? How does that guy come back out, be amongst regular people?
100%. He's never gonna be the same again.
And that guy is he's just you. I don't know. Like I done some crazy stuff, but that's like, come on.
But that guy, for him to go that. First off, you have to be completely heartless and have no.
Heartless, that's what I'm saying. So how can you go back into the world and be
a normal human?
No, you're not normal.
No. If you don't have any compassion, or if you don't have any, you don't care about anything.
That's the devil.
Yeah, that's for sure. That's evil. It's pure evil. My father used to tell me, he was like, dude, there's pure evil out there for real.
There is.
And there is. And that's one of them. And
So
I was so bad. And think about that. Think about his kids too.
Bro.
Kids have no idea what's happening to them.
I'm telling you, like he wouldn't have made it to jail. I promise you.
No.
I promise everything in my
You
soul.
don't have to call the cops.
You don't have to call the cops.
Oh,
And
yeah.
if it was my family, anybody that's close, I don't know if he wouldn't have made it to jail.
No.
I wouldn't even call the cops. I would have seen the video and I went to the nursing home.
I would rather do like a assisted living kind of thing in a situation for my parents.
But I'm just letting you know.
Oh yeah.
If you do it, that if something happens,
Remember the consequences we were
there's
talking about?
consequences that come along with it.
Yeah.
Because I'm not playing. I'm talking about some. You ever seen what was it? What was the one with Gerard Butler? When they killed his family.
Oh man,
If you ever seen that movie, watch Gerard Butler. It's a movie. I think it's Raising or something.
Angel Fall. No, that's not that.
Something. Anyways, this is a Gerard Butler movie. Look up Gerard Butler. There's a movie, and his wife and family gets killed.
Yeah.
The person who did it or knows about it.
Year.
When he takes, when he punishes the guy, I want you to think about that. I'm not trying to be like
We're being
evil.
honest.
I'm just being honest. I don't want the way he does the guy is how I'm gonna do the person that just touches my mama.
Yeah.
I'm just letting you know. But anyways,
It was
so
a really good movie.
it was good. So and then at the end you find out. Like,
Oh yeah.
it's cool.
I
So
don't want to ruin the ending for you, but
it was a good
it
movie.
really good.
Jamie Foxx was good.
But still, overall, I did. And then the relentless, you just kept going in.
Kept going. And he said he trains in boxing.
Yeah.
And he looked like he could box.
Yeah.
His punches were not
snapping
like
his-
his
snapping
punches.
his
Yeah, his punches weren't like like he was just throwing. He was
just-
pop, 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 pop. I'm like, bro, this. What are you getting out of
Defenseless
this?
old man, just sitting, just.
He's not blocking. Like I don't
And
understand.
he did it, and well, he kept doing it until the dude stiffened up. Dude. I know you didn't watch the ending, but he kept going until he stiffened up.
I can't handle that.
And first off, for them to have a facility like that, where that is a possibility, where you're mixing a nursing home with the.
You know what's crazy? I don't think that's the first time.
No, I don't think so.
I think if they really looked into it and they're like, oh well, this guy got a busted head open. This old guy.
I don't know what happened.
I'm pretty sure it was something to do with that.
For sure.
For sure, because that's crazy how you can let that happen. I go to some nursing homes for work, and we go there, and people are in and out.
Mhm.
There's no way that person's gonna sit in the corner,
No.
get beat up, and then nobody's gonna see it. They're gonna see it.
There was a serial killer named, and they called her the Angel of Death, and she would go and she would go to the nursing. She worked in the nursing home business. She would go from place to place, and she would just lethal injection and say, "Oh, they died from natural causes, died from this and that."
Evil.
Pure
Pure
evil.
Pure evil. Because once you're there, you're dead.
Yeah,
And
why?
That's
Why?
not cool.
What are you doing? Like, what are you getting
Yeah.
out of this?
Yeah, that one's crazy.
This is
So-
too much.
I don't even like talking about it. I'm
Yeah.
just telling you, Moses wise, my wife, my mother,
Don't do it.
it's gonna happen. It's gonna be bad for you, for your whole family, generationally. I might take out the whole family. Anyways, so it's real. I'm dead serious though. I'm laughing, but I'm dead serious.
But we're serious.
I don't give a shit.
Yeah. So Spotify with Rogan.
Spotify with Rogan. Congratulations.
Woo!
That is amazing.
I don't even know if like they gave us even
Because
a number.
thinking about like Joe Rogan, for instance, it's like, man, like he was on Fear Factor, and then he announced like all the UFC fights. That's how I mainly know him from. You know him
Fear
from
Factor
comedian,
and,
being a comedian, more stand up.
Yeah.
And then for his Joe Rogan Experience, which is like an incredible podcast, I kind of like envy it because he like interviews everybody, and they have these crazy conversations. And then for him to go to Spotify.
Yeah. And
get
they get paid
a
that
lot.
much. Now here's the cool.
He was probably getting paid a lot before. He was the highest paid
Yeah,
podcast.
he was.
30 million
I
for the
think,
year.
The
Second was
WTH was what the F podcast was with Mark Maron. He was getting paid a lot also.
But
And
Joe
then-
Rogan was top,
Rogan
and
was
then
top.
the second one, and I don't know the second guy, but
Yeah.
then there was Dave Ramsey,
Yeah.
and then two other people. But he was the top five. He was making 30
So
million.
here's the
a
most
year.
inspirational thing about Rogan. When he started this podcast, he was kicked out of the Comedy Store because he remember he called. I don't know if you remember that. He called out Carlos Mencia for being a joke thief.
Yeah, I seen it.
So he
Videos
kicked out
on
of the
it.
Comedy Store. He's like, I want to be able to deliver my content. He was already kind of having a platform with a buddy of his, and he would shoot all his stuff. That's how they caught Carlos stealing. So they decided, you know what, screw it. They made their first podcast, which you saw also. And when it first came out, I think I was about a year behind the whole podcasting world, and I really started getting it. He was the first one that I was interested in because I loved him from the MMA and everything else, and comedy. So, but he didn't want any money. He did it for free. Eventually, the money came along. Most of the reason why he really brought it up was so he could hang out with his friends. So he can talk. He used to go on Opie and Anthony. He liked the way the platform was because it was just a straight conversation, having fun and just talking crap and whatever they wanted to do. And it was more of a platform for comedians. And that's where he started it. And he wanted to give back to the comedy world.
Yeah.
He was making so much money, he was doing his thing. And then the thing grew bigger. And then some of the immature, amateur stuff that they were doing started getting better and better. And within a matter of 2 to 3 years, he was on top. Already.
Crazy.
And he just kept going, and he just tries to help.
Well, the
and
funny
just-
thing is, if you look back at his like episode 1,
Yeah.
now he's up to like in Joe Rogan's
1,000.
whatever, he's up to like 1,300 or
Yeah,
something.
yeah, he's up
And then another one that he does another type of same like podcast or same type of interviews he does, and he's up to like 100 and something. But anyway, so he started back one. He looks like he's in. I think he's in his like garage.
Yeah, oh yeah.
doing it, and it's crazy that. But that's like kind of like the American dream. Like that's like you come from nothing and then you build something, and now it's a gigantic like brand that people are buying. That Spotify's gonna give him 100 million over the time.
And he didn't even consider himself a brand either until it's
So
crazy.
that's crazy, man. Like that's crazy. He's just doing what he loves, and it sounds like, and it looks like every time on his video, it's nothing stressful about what he's doing. It's like
he loves to do it.
just like asking
not work.
questions and investigating and stuff.
And that's another thing too. He also had a show called
open-minded
Joe
about
Rogan.
stuff, too.
Joe Rogan Questions Everything. He had a TV show like that. But that was kind of his mentality. It was just exploration and really developing his mind and talking to people who are smarter than him, or just talking to Joe Schmo and just going in and just really like discovering new things. And it's just such a good way to do it. But for him to make this much out of it, and not only a good deal for Rogan, but a good deal for Spotify.
Oh yeah, everybody goes in. He has like 4 million subscribers. So
I heard the stock went up and everything.
I'm pretty sure.
And the fact that Spotify, I've heard from another podcast who's saying Spotify, he goes, the amount of money that Spotify would make out of this is great. But the fact that they can recognize talent is what they're shocked about. Because you got to think about radio.
Well, the thing is too, but things change because it used to be like those talk shows that were really produced and had all sorts of things going on, and then it started to be where people were doing it from their home, like Tom Green, like these people, and then all of a sudden it became like a YouTube thing where people were just
Anthony Cumia was doing it from home.
Yeah, everybody was doing it, and now it's like a big thing. But then to transition and be able to he says the reason why he's doing it is because he's partnering with them instead of just being.
Yeah, they don't get the ownership of the company.
Yeah, he's still his brand, and
he can do whatever he wants on that platform. Without, and another thing is too an issue
YouTube
with YouTube,
censorship.
The censorship stuff. Yeah. But overall, I mean, I think it's a good opportunity for both parties, and he's not losing anything. He gets it all back.
Everybody's still gonna watch him because I'm still gonna watch him. I don't know how much Spotify. I don't have a Spotify, but
I'm about to get it.
If it costs money, I'm gonna get it. I just love it. Man, like I said, he interviews an astrophysicist to a damn army general to Elon Musk to Bernie Sanders. Yeah. Like so, it's like there's no. And then he has conversation with him, and he's not like stripped in it where he's like, I'm only gonna ask this guy certain questions. He asks the questions, man, and it's crazy. It sounded like he almost makes the journalists look bad because the journalists don't ask the questions. Yes. They don't ask the right ones, and he asks them. So you gotta answer them.
Yeah, he does. He breaks it down. He doesn't mind. He doesn't mind even if there's he doesn't mind disagreeing.
Oh no, but his point is his point. Yeah. Whatever his point is, if you don't agree with, you don't agree with.
So. He even has like future tech. He has something with Duncan Trussell. Some of my favorite episodes.
That's some crazy. He has like Jordan Peterson. He has like all different Dave Pacman.
Yeah. And then he'll have his fight companion.
Yeah, fight people on there. It's like
so. It's everything we want.
If you could just get in touch with these people, I would love to. I'll get a studio just so I can interview them. I'll buy a studio right now. I'll go and
I'll spend the money. Yeah.
Just so I can talk to these people. It's crazy. So Joe Rogan, more power to you. That's an amazing, excellent job. I think it's great. I'm definitely gonna watch that. Another thing was going on this week was Joe Biden. We talked about that too. Joe Rogan was talking about that.
You say his name, I can't not laugh at the video.
Before we even got on the video, we were looking up the gaps, right? Which was like,
it's cringy.
Like if you can't acknowledge that he's like not all there,
he's not there.
Then there's a problem. Like then you are being dishonest.
Yeah.
Because he's
off.
Not all there.
He doesn't know.
If you look back at like even in back in the days he was off, but like it's like he was
at least like a little witty.
He was just saying the words, forgetting things. But now it's just like I don't even know if he knows where he is. He was saying he's in South Carolina, I think, or something. He was in like.
Does he know where he is?
Yeah, he's in a whole nother state, and it's like.
It's too much. It's too much. He's not there.
And then the thing he said this week was what got everybody in the uproar.
Yeah.
When he said something about the if you're not black, I mean, if you don't vote for me, if you don't know the difference between, if you don't know who to vote for out of me or Trump, then you're not black.
Yep.
And oops. He just kept laughing and going through it. Charlemagne it was on the Charlemagne show, and he was just like, whatever. But it's just like, I have two sides. I don't know how you feel about it. Like, how you feel about it?
So, it's weird because already he doesn't have the sensibility enough for him to understand that's sensitive to talk about. That's doesn't understand what a trigger word is, doesn't understand any of that. He's just so desensitized towards any of that stuff that he's just going to blow off at the mouth, which is dangerous for the country, which is dangerous now. Trump is blows off at the mouth
Blows
too.
out of the mouth too all the time.
But at least he has
He's funny.
a funny sense of humor about it. Yeah, exactly. He's there. He's clicking. He's on all.
Yeah, he's not off. He's saying what he's saying. He actually either thinks about or believes because he's saying.
Who's pushing Biden? Who's behind Biden?
Well, all the Democrats, all the left,
Right.
they gotta push him because that's who it's gonna be. It's gonna be in November. It's gonna be Trump and Biden.
Right.
See, the Biden thing is like.
But what's the black thing have to do with it?
See, but see, this goes deeper because it's something that people have been saying for a long time that the Democrats Puffy said it. Puffy said like, which I don't, everything agree with Puffy or whatever. But he said something about the black vote is not free. I don't know how he represents the black vote, but he's saying like it's not gonna be free this year. That's what he's telling them. So
he's saying,
I don't know how he represents the whole black vote. But anyway, so what I'm saying is he's saying like, if you're a Democrat, you expect. I think it's like 70 or 80% or 90, I think it is. I don't know the exact. It's between 70 and 90% of the black vote is going to go to the Democrats. Wow. Automatically.
So wait, right? You got to be black to be a liberal? Or if you're black, you're a liberal?
If you're black, you're a Democrat.
No.
Pretty much. That's how it's been.
I know black for sure.
No, but that's how it's been.
Saying. That's like the...
Right? If you look at any voting thing, 90%, or I think I'm going to go say 70 to 90. I don't know the exact number. Yeah. But it's 70 to 90% is all black votes for Democrats. So that's what he's saying. And I'm mixed about it because, like, he's saying something that other black Democrat liberals say already, right? Like, if you vote Republican or you thinking about Trump or you say something good about Trump or you're Uncle Tom, you're a sellout, so you automatically you part of that same scenario, what he's saying, like, you're not black, right? So he's saying it, but he's a white person saying it. So people are taking it a different way. But he just knows. He knows like he knows for sure. When he looks at his voting thing, he knows for sure he's gonna get 90%. You don't say it but the reason why he says it is
when they do the whole like polls when they have like the red states and the blue states, right? They don't go. And the black vote was.
The black vote is not even because we already know where it went.
We won the Latin vote. For sure. There's never a race thing in there.
He just said it. He said it, which is normally. He shouldn't.
You're not supposed to say that.
Yeah, but he's not.
I got the Latin.
But that goes back to what we just said. He's not all there, bro. There's no way he's all there. I don't care what nobody says. Misinterpreting. I don't know what it is. But he's not remembering stuff. He's just saying stuff. And
this is the only.
I've heard people that defend him, and I heard people that say, it is what it is. But
so Trump 2020.
I don't know. I'm not gonna pick a side.
Yeah, don't pick a side.
All right, I'm gonna go who's best from.
Yeah, let's see what happens.
Family, let's see what happens. I don't want to go for that.
Wait till they
if I say one or the other, then y'all gonna have a heart attack.
Y'all
gonna comment and say,
"What? I can't believe this guy. What are you doing?"
I go with best my family. I don't like a lot of government intervention. We'll get into that another day.
I don't think race and stuff like that. I don't think that should be included in it.
It's not included. It's just like I'll tell you, for example, like my mom, I love her to death. My mom told me that Democrats are for the poor and Republicans are for the rich.
Yeah, I've heard the same.
So if I grew up like that, then everything I do is based off of that. Like I didn't know any other way. I don't know any other way until I start to think. So
figure it out
for myself. So that's a whole nother. We might do that on another podcast.
Yeah, that's a long one.
Democrat. That could be like a 40-minute. 50-minute thing, so we'll do that next time.
Put a pin in it.
Pin, ding, ding. Put the ding notification bell. We'll do that when we do that. And then, another thing we were talking about a bunch of things, but we were talking about what makes us like upset. I see a lot of people on Facebook, right? And you go down the comment stream and you'll see people, and when they talk about politics, they could talk about the world. They can talk about a bunch of things. They get angry.
Yeah.
Talking about
really upset about it,
right? And I was talking to me and Lou were talking about like we used to be in a truck together, 2 feet from each other.
Oh yeah,
having deep conversations.
Yeah.
Talking about deep politics, religion, whatever.
A little bit of everything.
Lou would challenge me on things. I challenge him on things.
But you know what?
I don't believe
that.
And it wouldn't even be that we
even disagree with each other.
It's just like, you know what? Let me just see.
Yeah.
All right, let me push that button and see where it goes. Like, boop, I'm gonna push that button. Right? So we would do that, and then what it did for us though, it made us think about it.
Yeah.
Because even if you were pushing the button, now I'm thinking like the other end, right?
Yeah, right.
So So as far as like we were talking about
There's
with
two sides of the story on the truth kind of thing.
yeah.
Yeah.
So we were thinking about it is people get upset though when they get into that conversation, right?
And that's like throwing shade at you personally.
And then they'll personally attack you,
Yeah.
right? They'll personally attack you.
So I thought we were in a
It's the same
intelligent
thing about what
conversation.
I was saying about you not black, right?
Yeah.
It's not about I'm not gonna fight you on your
I get it.
beliefs.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna say you not black,
Right.
right? And or I'm gonna say like
Something like that.
you half white,
Mm-hmm.
you half black,
Yeah.
Moses,
You're
right?
like, what?
And then if Louis sticking up for Puerto Ricans, they're like, bro, you have an
Yeah.
Italian.
You don't understand what it's
You don't
from.
understand about Puerto Ricans, right?
I've done
They
that.
start attacking you personally, right?
Mhm.
They're like,
You don't even know me.
and I don't like that. I don't like it. I never, and I don't get upset about an argument or
No.
disagreement, right?
How many times have we
Politics,
done it and we were just cool with it?
religion, whatever you want to talk about. I can go on for days.
No.
We can talk about
But
it.
until it becomes a personal attack, then you're like, whoa, dude. Easy.
What?
Why are we going there?
My mom.
Yeah.
What
Why are
you
you bringing my
Why you
mom?
bring my mom
Where's
in
my
this,
mom
bro?
really?
Like, I don't do anything. My mom's at home.
Don't bring
Mom's
your
at home
mother into
just
this.
smoking a cigarette or something. I don't know what she's doing. She's relaxing.
Yeah.
He's like, come on, bro. Like, where's my mom?
Can we get back to this topic?
Let's go back to
I'll
the
tell you,
topic.
that's another thing too. Is considered a scapegoat. Because they're gonna try to find a way when they're backed into that corner, or in the middle of that argument, they're gonna find a way out of it. So they personally attack you to get to find a way out of that social.
Well, I know that.
Yeah.
I know that from years of doing stuff,
Yeah.
or when, you know what I mean, just from
How can we change the topic? So I can win,
correct,
right?
or not change the topic, just to sway you off the
Yeah,
topic,
yeah.
right?
You
So,
gotta,
like,
you gotta,
So like, I just want people to be able to have, you know, comment on people's stuff and say what they feel,
Yeah.
and then you not to attack them.
Yeah.
Like, number one attack that I don't like, that I always like, I don't want to say cringe because that's like
That's like a
a girly word.
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
I'm a man, so like
By the way,
cringy
we're
word.
men.
It's like when people say like, "Oh, you're not black, you don't understand." That's the craziest argument to me. I'm just being honest with you. That doesn't make sense to me because what you're saying is, this is what happened. No, we were talking about it before, right? When somebody's in a situation, right? Like if say it was your parent that died from COVID, right? So now you're emotionally connected. You're closer to it.
You're attached to it now.
Right.
Yeah. Emotional.
So you're all you're thinking is gonna be emotional. You're not thinking logically right now. Now you're just thinking emotionally. Oh man, my whatever it is, my parent is dying, whatever. And I understand that. I'm not saying that. But then you start to give me grief about because I'm thinking logically.
Yeah.
You can't do that, man. Like
You're
everybody's
bringing
gonna be
an
in.
attachment into
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
And that's the same thing what I say with the black and the thing. You're bringing the emotional attachment. You're not bringing logic. Because if we're talking logic, we're gonna hit the same line. If we're talking emotional, I can't even catch you because I can't know how you feel.
No. And but the thing is, bringing an emotion into an argument, you can't. There's no battle to that.
There's no
There's no
battle.
fight because now you're like we can't fight back because you're not going to. You're not looking at it logically like I am in the midst of the conversation. I'm just trying to figure out the best way to go. Even like I said, even if I was trying to take a different side, I can't do that if you get too emotional about it. Now you just ruined it. There's no intelligent conversation back and
I
forth.
can't like
anymore.
keep arguing with you when you're crying.
No.
Like
I grew up in a
upset.
family where we would have a 2-minute conversation, they would get to yelling because they couldn't get the argument out, like F you, boom, blah, 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 and slam the door, and it was over. And I'm like, well, then we didn't really
But
solve
nothing got
anything.
solved.
Yeah, we didn't solve anything.
Because if you step back, it's just like anybody. They always say step back from it
Yeah.
and then think about it logically,
Mhm.
right? Anything that's going on in your life, like you step back and you think about it. If you in the situation and you thinking, you're gonna be emotional.
Well, we also do like arguing.
Like what?
I like arguing. Like I like to argue.
I do.
Yeah.
They say I should be my mom said I
lawyer.
should be a lawyer.
You're a lawyer.
But I'm not going through
But
it.
like,
That's like 10 years.
but we could
of
take
school.
that argument and we could find those. We can poke holes in theirs very easily.
Well, the thing is, I try to stay balanced. I try to keep myself in the middle of situations.
Yeah.
But there's certain things that I stand for
Yeah, I got you.
that I can't let.
You can't just go, okay,
can't
I
let
bend on
me
your
go.
thing.
Yeah, because I think those things, some of the things I do stand for, I think help society, and I don't want to like bend on those, and then my son grow up and
Yeah.
be in a weird society. Like
Yeah.
we wasn't on this topic,
Yeah,
but I
but
just
this
seen
is
a
a good
picture
one.
of Dwayne Wade.
Oh no.
I just seen a picture of Dwayne Wade. I'm just saying,
Yeah,
like, I
go
don't have
ahead.
no problem. Basketball, he was great.
Of
This is the
course.
problem I have with. What's name always said it too. Charles Barkley said it a long time ago on a video, right? He was like, he's not your role model, right? I agree. These basketball, football, whatever, actors, rappers,
Yeah.
they shouldn't be your kid's role model,
No.
right? Because they're just people. They make mistakes. They have faults. they're not perfect, right? They do all these different things. They're just good at what they do. And then some of them are really good. Like LeBron, I commend LeBron on a lot of
I don't
things.
know how many charities he did. Right?
He's a family man. He's married to the same woman that he knew from high school that he had his kids with, right? He takes care of his family. All those things are great. Some of his politics and some of the things he says, I don't think they're correct.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is,
Judging
I can go down the middle with him and see like, all right, well, these things I can agree, these things I can't agree.
Yeah, I got it.
And it's not like you're just the man,
Yeah.
right? And I'm gonna have my son look up to you. So that automatically goes out the window. Like I don't, you know what I mean? Like in the Dwayne Wade, his situation with taking his kids one way that I don't agree with, it's cool with him. If you want to do that, that's cool. The problem is when you're, I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it either. But the problem is when you are putting it on display and then you're pushing it,
Yeah.
right? Because he's going on talk shows talking about it. Like just stay in whatever you do at home. I don't care, right? If you and your son wants to be trisexual, whatever it is, whatever. I don't want to get into the conversation, but whatever he wants to be, cool. At home, he can do whatever he wants to do. In life, he can do whatever he wants to do. When you start promoting it and you telling me that it's okay and I should accept it, I got a problem with it.
Because now you're not just supporting your kid. Now you're telling the world this is how it should be.
Yeah, and it's the truth. This is facts. It's not true. It's not facts. It has nothing. Because that's a whole nother argument. What you do at home, it's like with
your own thing.
Any other thing. You do at home,
I'm fine with it. Don't bring it by me.
Don't make it to me. Don't make me accept it. Like
I have to accept it.
If I don't accept it, I'm the bad guy. I don't do it.
You're forcing your narrative. You're pressing it. You're saying that this is the way life should be. That's the way your life should be.
Yeah,
and I'm fine with it. Just don't bring it around me. And even if you brought it around me, don't talk to me about it. I don't want to know about it. You're not going to convince me. You're not going to sway my ideology. You're not going to make me think a little bit differently. Now I am open-minded. Like you said, there's just certain things that I'm just not bending on.
Yeah. Well, you gotta. I think it's the same thing we talk about. Like stand for nothing, fall for anything.
Yeah.
If you don't stand for it, then like you flimsy, man. Anything that happens, new things that happen, you're like, all right, well, I accept that. But at the end of the day, it's like you don't stand for anything. There's nothing you can like. What's gonna get you to like stand? Like be like, you know what?
What are you gonna stand up for? Are you gonna go? Well, I'm not doing
bending.
Yeah.
And it has to be something. Is what I'm saying. Like
it's a complicated conversation too.
It is.
There's a lot more deeper areas that we can go into it with it too, but it could get super offensive just because we believe what we believe in. But
my point is not to offend anybody.
No.
I'm just telling you what I think, right? And then I'm giving people I'm not saying you have to think like I'm thinking. All I'm saying is this is out there. Yeah. You can listen to it.
It's right there in front of your faces.
We're on the video. I'm telling you about it, but I'm not really trying to like, especially with stuff that's been going on forever.
Yeah.
Right? I'm not trying to like change science. Like people are trying to change science. They're trying to change history.
Yes, dude. It's
weird.
Like it's getting really weird.
Come on, bro. Like history is history. Science is science.
Yeah.
You can't change it. And if it's not science, that's why I said that goes into a whole other thing. I don't even want to get into that because they might ban me from YouTube, and I just started on YouTube. Listen, I'm just trying to get my video.
We're just trying
out.
to be honest as well.
Louis would be like, bro, I'm just gonna go on solo. Solo because what you said, they say you can't talk to me.
Oh no. I wouldn't mind going deep into it if we weren't just new on this thing.
Yeah.
Because we go deep.
We go deep. Like, they'll cut the subscribers. We even got really a lot of subscribers or views. They'll be like, we're cutting them.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like you said, fall for.
When I get big though, I'm finna.
Oh, we're going all in.
Listen, I'm going all in.
All in.
I'm just gonna.
There's a lot of little. We can save those. See, there's a little things that there's like.
Right now we're trying to be like, if I get big, it's gonna be like dropping the hammer on everybody. I'm telling everybody how I feel.
Yeah. Once we get to a million or something, like bam. Anyway,
this is how I really think about everybody on it. I'm not gonna do that.
I'm just kidding.
We try to keep it. Listen. My whole thing is
we have our opinions.
Yeah, but Louis knows we talk about our legacy. My son's gonna look at these videos. I want him to understand the video. I want him to understand my point is, where I'm standing at, how I raised them. I want all that to go on. My goddaughter, I want her to understand. I want everybody to understand where we're coming from and what we're pushing for. Not just pushing because, I mean, we want to make money.
Agenda.
I got shirts for CB Lifestyle that say loyalty over money.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm not worried about that part. Right? I don't care what other people make.
I think you brought up a really good point though about like an influencer. When I was talking about on one of the videos, talking about LeBron James, talking about these people, talking about D-Wade. We're also talking about anybody famous if they're using that platform. I was listening to a video the other day. It was an up-and-coming rapper, and he was like, he goes, listen, this doesn't mean anything. You have like a nice chain on. It doesn't mean nothing to me. Just at all. He goes, this is to get you, to get me more money. He goes, he took his earrings off, took all his jewelry off. He goes, this is all stuff. He goes, don't listen to those rappers, bro. He goes, don't listen to them, but don't think that your life's gonna be there. Their life isn't great all the time, bro. They're just like you.
Nobody is.
He's like they just have a lot. They maybe have money, or they have their own problems. So when you look at a legend, when you look at the biggest legend of one of my top legends in my life, one of the most pioneers, like Will Smith, and seeing him, and he will tell you himself, he's like, dude, it ain't that easy, bro. It's not like I'm living in the mansion, just living my life and flexing and having fun. I have to be a really good dad. I have to figure out how to be a good dad every day.
You gotta. It's crazy.
Figure out how to,
I'll tell you, like, I just seen a video with Marvin Gaye. I don't know if people know Marvin Gaye. Yeah. Singer, R&B guy. Everybody loved him. My mom, dad used to listen to him, whatever. And he was talking about like he was depressed. And I'm like, bro, you were the man, bro. Like after I heard they throw panties on the stage because you was on the stage, you would think like, oh, I mean, he's on the top. But you talking about being depressed, bro. And then you got people like Heath Ledger, right? God bless his soul. Like,
man, he was the best.
Probably did the best, I think,
Joker ever.
Actor, his best, what do you call it? Best performance ever.
It was the best one ever.
Being the Joker. And it's like
what?
And then you kill yourself.
You were about to be the most famous person in the whole world.
He would have had like they might have made a Joker. They might have gave him the Joker movie.
Yeah. He would just take that on his own.
You gotta understand, people got other things going on, man. It's not as clear cut. And that goes with everything. That's why we just said the truth is not just this side. It's in between somewhere. Yeah. That's the truth somewhere. So when you hear like an article or you read a video, I see people like they love to like just click, share. They don't even read the article. Like they post it, don't read the article. And I'm like, how you don't read the article? The article don't even match what the title
and some
says.
Articles on the title is not really what it's about. You get into it.
And then the title don't even match. Like it'll say like something, and now you read the article, it's like,
what?
That's kind of contradicting what the title said. But
did this guy
but you posted it because you thought you were gonna make a point. Read the article, man. Read then read another article. Read another article from another source. It's crazy because I wasn't good at school. Right? Like I told you before, I got my GED. Right?
GED and a positive attitude.
Positive attitude. Always keep a positive attitude, right? So when we do book reports, I remember this though. Book reports, they used to be like, name your sources. Right? You couldn't name sources, and you couldn't, because they would look into your sources and see if you copied word for word. Now people don't even look for their sources, and they post stuff. And they're like, oh, well, I posted this. This is going to show you that. No, bro, you didn't even look at the source. What is this? What is this website? I never heard of this website.
Yeah, nobody knows it.
That website don't even make sense, bro. It's like, come on, man. You got to be smarter than that. Like, everybody's smarter. Most people on my Facebook went to college.
Not on my Facebook.
No, not your Facebook. My Facebook, there's a lot of college people. I got smart people. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, there's a lot of college people. Like, you went to college. Like, look up the sources.
Yeah. Actually get involved.
Like, don't post stuff if you've never even researched it. It's crazy.
Well, the fact that I already know that the people didn't, I'm not even entertained it at all.
That's right. You have a lot of messages.
Yeah, I don't have any time.
After this, you have a lot of messages.
I hope so. Like and subscribe, share, hit the notification bell on this. But yeah, I mean, it's a lot of people who don't fact check. There's a lot of people who just who regurgitate what they heard on, like, for 2 minutes of a news station, and they think that that's fact. And it's like, dude, you just walk around the world like that, and you're still alive somehow?
I don't like it. I was telling my son knows right now. We got a Google Home, right? If he asked me something, I'll be like, no, it's a good question. Like, he asked me the other day, he asked me how many seconds are in a week. I don't know off the top of my head. I know that I forgot what it was, but I think it was like 60,000 seconds or 80,000 seconds in a day.
Wow.
Right? So I said, just ask Google, bro. Like, that is a factual thing. Numbers ain't gonna lie. If he asks Google how many seconds is in a week, it's not gonna give him like, well, here's this view and this view. It's gonna give him the facts. So he asks him, and tells him. I tell him all the time, ask. I said, you gotta ask the right question. If you ask the right question, you'll get the right answer.
If you ask it the wrong way.
If you ask it the wrong way, you're gonna get that answer, but you're gonna get the wrong answer. You know what I mean? If you ask something in a skewed way, you're gonna get the skewed answer.
That's the one thing I was thinking about too. Is back in the day, they didn't have any of this, right? Just think about maps alone. Like they didn't have, like they were literally like flipping open a map.
See, that goes in another whole nother
And they had to
story. We
drive
talked
and
about
everything.
that too. We talked about the Christopher Columbus thing.
Yeah.
And you just getting on the boat and you like,
All right, where are we going?
wow, where we going? I don't know. I
Where
know
the
it's
wind
this way
takes
though.
me.
I know it's this way. See the sun? You know the sun is east. Where it's going? He's floating on the boat. You can say what you want about Christopher Columbus, whatever, but he's floating
Still
on the boat.
floating on the boat.
He's just
And
going,
headed to
bro.
America somehow.
Days and days on a boat, and then finally he sees land. He's like, "We see land."
Oh my God!
He don't know if that land is 100 miles long
No.
or fucking
Even when he
100,000 miles
when
long.
he discovered it or he was on it, he was still like, he still thought it was just a little patch
Yeah.
of land.
He don't know.
He found an island.
Now, but see, what's crazy is like we can get into that subject too. That's a whole nother story.
Yeah.
But not talking about that is the same thing. Like we can see it.
Yeah.
You go to Google
With
Maps.
information.
I can go to Google Maps and see the whole United
You
States.
know, there's some people who don't even trust those maps.
See, but then you got a problem.
Yeah, they're crazy. But either way,
Yeah.
when you're like, it's like it's so crazy the information. We have a library in our hand. We have a library in our hands. We have all the information right there.
Just ask. If you see something, you know what I mean, look it up.
Yeah.
See if it's true. See if there's other things that disagree with it. Maybe,
Yeah.
maybe you can get you know what I mean. Maybe you get the truth from it.
Yeah.
Because just listening to that one side is not the truth. I'm telling you, never is.
Well, look, just do this on your phone. Type in iPhone versus Samsung, right? And then type in Samsung versus iPhone. I guarantee you, most of those videos are going to be the opposite. Someone's going to favor.
Yeah, because
Samsung
whoever put it
is
first is
favored.
gonna be more
Exactly.
favored. I believe that.
Exactly.
I believe that, and that's just going off top of the head. I believe that for sure.
100%.
Because there's gonna be people that love Samsung and some people that love iPhone.
Well, you have a bias.
You know, so that's true. That's a good one.
Yeah, that's good.
Look at Lou.
I'm smart sometimes, you know. God, you can't be the only
That's my
smart
guy.
one.
See, that's what I'm saying. That's true. That's real shit. Don't let that fool you. That's real shit.
It's
Look
real
it up.
shit.
And if you look it up, just like if you go into politics and you look Trump versus Biden or
That's what you
Biden
have to
versus
do
Trump, whoever puts it first is gonna be
Mhm.
you're gonna be slighted a little bit. It gotta be.
There's gonna be a bias.
And it's just
there.
you don't even know you're doing it. You don't even know you're like
Yeah.
biased.
Well, it's because they're so into.
You don't even know it. You don't even know that you're trying to be like I'm straight down the middle, but I kind of agree with
When you
this.
turn your
I kind of agree with this
yeah,
guy.
kind of.
So when you kind of agree with him, you're gonna be like Trump versus Biden.
Yeah.
And if you kind of agree with him, you're gonna be like Biden versus Trump.
Perfect.
But you're gonna get different results.
Mm-hmm. For
That's
sure.
the problem. So
And
do
now
it the
you
other
gotta
way. See what the other
Try
people are
both
saying.
sides. And so when you wake up in the morning and you turn your TV on before you go to work, is CNN on? Is Fox on? What's on? Whatever's on for just one day, switch it to the other channel.
Listen what they're saying.
Just see what they're saying.
And then what's good is when you hear the other side. Now when I come in a conversation with somebody who's a Trump lover, right? I ask him a question. I ask him this. I ask him that. Then I get to know what they thinking. I already know what you're thinking. I already probably know what your answer is.
Right.
Biden, same way. That's why I tell you, I grew up. My mom said you gotta be a Democrat.
Gotta be.
Like there's not even a choice. You can't even think about it. Like what? Then, bro, you're not black. Like Biden said, you're not black, right? So
What did he say?
you're not half black, right? You're not half black, right?
Yeah.
You're not representing your half black
You're
side,
not even.
right?
You're not even on the black
And
side.
that's
Yeah.
you grew up like that, so you don't have no choice. If you even think differently, it's
They're
like,
like, they're like,
okay.
where's your
And then when you
bit to
listen
fix
to
it?
all the people that support it, they're gonna say the same thing.
Mhm.
So they're gonna support what you was already told. So you just gonna go with
You're
it.
just gonna go with it. What can you say?
That's it.
That's
So-
the thing too, but you have to eventually change that mindset.
Yeah.
Instead of putting in Apple, put in Samsung.
And then I'll tell you a conversation we should get all the time, right? Religion.
Oh shit.
This one right here, I think we should do a whole video
Yeah.
separate
Yeah.
of this video.
I think so too. So maybe that'll be the next one we do.
The next video we're gonna get into religion because we talk about it all the time. And we both have different views. I try to look into all of them. We try to look into all different ones.
Right.
And we'll get into that next
That's
video. So
right.
the next video,
That's it.
stay tuned. We're gonna get into that. And like I said, we're not experts.
No.
Listen, I do research. He does research. We don't, but we're not like. I'm not a scholar, right? I'm not gonna tell you like, oh, this is what's the factual.
No.
I'm telling
I'm
you,
not
how,
gonna read a pass.
I'm trying to. I know how people feel. I talk to people all the time. We
Yeah.
talk to people
All the time.
daily.
This was a really big one for us because not only we said we have little bit of different opinions, but to really open that Pandora's box and really get into the details of everything, and then also add science into it. It's crazy. It gets good. It gets good.
So the next video we're gonna do is gonna be about that. We'll get into that detail. But for now, we're signing off.
That's it.
You know, like, subscribe, and share.
Hit the notification bell
something.
right here.
Right, I don't know. It's over here.
This might be there.
Might be over here.
No,
Whatever.
it's not up there. It's
Whoever's
definitely
editing our video, that's
Just
it.
put it around the
So,
area.
just do that. Next video will be coming up. If you have any questions, comments, whatever,
Leave them
we
below.
love them all.
Yeah.
I love good or bad, right? I love my haters just as much as I love my
Oh,
my
yeah.
people that love me. So do it. We'll answer your.
We miss you guys. We love you guys. Thank you
Alright.
so much for subscribing and being so. I mean, this is trying to make this thing go through every single week and stuff like that. It's a process, and you guys make it so much easier, and you motivate us. So we really do appreciate the fact that you guys are even giving us feedback. It just makes it so much easier, man. But thank you guys so much. I appreciate it. Hopefully you've seen some differences. Like I said, I told you we were gonna grow together, right? We're not done yet. We're just getting started.
Next time we might be in the studio, but I need to see. I need to.
How much
get
money
some more
is it?
stuff. I don't know the studio. I'm not even thinking.
I'll throw you some money, I guess.
Just, if y'all want to bless us with something.
Yeah. Don't ask for money. All right.
No, no, no. It's
All
okay.
right. See y'all later. Thank you guys so much. Have a good one, guys. Bye.